Good morning. I am on my way to film a TV commercial. If you would have told me a few years ago that I would be doing this, I would totally laugh at you. Somewhat by design, I suppose. My life in the last 2 years has taken a complete switch. For those of you who know me, I now live in Europe, from New Zealand originally. I live with the love of my life. And I work a remote job in HR, and I get to now apply for casting and acting agencies. About 5 to 7 years ago, I knew I needed a change, and I was really uncomfortable with my identity that I built around myself. Because if you would have asked me, what do I want? I would have said to you everything that somebody else wanted for me, rather than what I actually wanted for myself. So I went through a whole bunch of digging, I guess, thinking about everything from looking at my childhood photos and looking at who that girl was, and thinking about, to this day, like, who do I actually want to be and why have I made certain decisions. And so then I realized I wanted to do more creative stuff. That's where my joy is. That's what I love. So here I am. Very, very foggy day. And yeah, so it's so uncomfortable not knowing what's coming up next. You know, you apply for all these jobs and you don't get them. But I am trying to embrace amor fati, which is the Latin concept of embracing one's fate, or choosing one's fate, or loving one's fate, actually. And here we are. Everybody keeps telling confidence and believe in yourself, right? And all the podcasts and motivational speak that you hear, that's what it talks about. But what is that really? It's very elusive, believing in yourself. I'll tell you what I try to do most of the time. It is most important to tell the truth about yourself to yourself. Doesn't matter what other people think. That's been my biggest learning. So here we are. Wish me luck.
Here is a little sneak peek into our filming today.
I'm at the train station now, just about to go home. Wow, it was such an amazing day. I had a wonderful time. We had a director, a producer, a runner, and the cinematographer. They were amazing guys. They made me feel so comfortable. I was the reporter today. I wanted to quickly share a couple of learnings that I had following the day and during the day. It was full on. I had a small break in between where I could learn my lines and just sort of refresh on my lines. But some of the things that I reflected on was, one, this is a hard field to get into. I mean, I knew that, but just to give you a little bit of context, over the last 6 weeks or so, I've applied for about 20 gigs, and I've got this one, and I've been called back for auditions for another further 5 more. And then I'm hoping that I will get another one that I've applied for. So they've called me back, and so I'm waiting on that in progress. The other 5, they called me back, but I didn't get them. So while, you know, you get selected, not all of them are you going to get. So if you're going into talent or any kind of casting work, don't leave your job full time. I think that's what it is for me. But I did plan my finances, so I don't feel the pressure as much. So I'll talk about finances another time. Secondly, there were so many moments where if you don't get the scene right, it really challenged my confidence, and I think they could see it on tape as well. To that, confidence is such a difficult thing to put on. But if you know what the truth is, I could immediately feel myself changing confidence. So the minute I thought about, why am I uncomfortable right now? What do I need to change to make myself comfortable? And I actually physically just took a deep breath in, and shook my shoulders around. I don't care who was watching. And just being completely true to yourself, I think, is possibly the only way to remove that mask that you have to wear sometimes, you know, even when you're in front of the camera. It's daunting. And yeah, I mean, people say, believe in yourself. What does that even mean? Like, it's such an elusive thing. But regardless of that, I think how to believe in yourself, how to be confident is knowing the truth about who you are. Knowing what is the truth right now. The truth is I'm nervous, or I feel like I'm not doing a good job. And the truth is that to improve this, I have to do such and such. One of the other things I wanted to say was, when you plan for a change of career, or when you start thinking about it, you never know if it's actually the right one for you, which is why making a plan is so important. And after today, it took a lot of effort and energy. Like, I was on my feet the whole time. There was so much processing I had to do. There were so many moments that I really challenged myself to change the tone of voice and how I stand, how I present myself, the excitement, the little nuances. The camera picks up everything. So, but I feel so energized at the end of the day. So I think take the little moments that you have and choose the right path. Therefore, make a plan, because you never know whether it's the right plan for you or not. So I just wanted to give you a very real update of how things are going for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you soon.